Hi guys, Dave here with a new rhythm guitar lesson for you. Today we're going to look at the James Brown tune, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. It's a great study in playing really short staccato chords. So not too difficult, but there's a couple of little challenges ahead of us. Okay, so the very first thing you hear is then play a B7 chord on beat number 4, and it holds for an entire bar right at the start. So the first chord, it's basically based off the big bar chord, but we're only going to play this much of it. So that's 10 on the B, 8 on the G, and 9 on the D string. So a very small shape. So it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. That's the intro. Okay, now into the main part. We're going to hold down an E9 chord, and we're only going to play on beats 2 and 4. So you're just going 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Now you've got to make these really short. Also, even though I'm playing a whole chord, I'm probably only really going to play the top 3 treble strings. So strings 1, 2 and 3, like that. Very typical of this sort of style of playing is that we're going to play very small chords, so it doesn't get in the way of the other instruments on the record, like the brass, keys, that sort of thing. So when we're playing these, hit the chord nice and sharp, and then what I do is I relax the left hand, but I also use the right hand to cut them off nice and short, like that. So you're going to do 4 bars of E9, so 4 lots of that. Then we're going to switch to an A7 chord. Now again, we're only going to really play 2 strings, what I can hear on the record, very small. So it's based again off of the big one, but we're only playing 2 of those notes. So we're just playing 8 on the B and 6 on the G. And again, it's just on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another bar of that. Then we're back to the E9 for 2 bars. 3, 4. And then we're going to go up to B7. So I'm going to take that same shape we used for A7, move it up 2 frets. So we're now on 10 on the B and 8 on the G. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go back down to the A7, hit it on the 1 this time. So I'm going to put those 2 bars together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like that. And then the rest of the bar is silent. And then we're going to get the little strummy bit at the end. So back on the E9, I'm going to probably play more of the chord on this one. And you're basically coming off of the 1 hand, and it's all in 16th notes. So it's like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. And then we're going to go back up to B7 and play that on beat 2. And hold that. And that is the basic sequence. Now I think that the most challenging part is actually that, getting into the E9, because you've got quite a bit of a break, and then you've got to go into 16th note strumming, and it's not even starting on the beat, it's starting on the 1 hand. So what I do to practice that is I just put a drum on a loop, and I do 1 bar rest and then go into it. So I've just filmed a little sequence showing you how I do that. Okay, so that's how I practice playing that particular part. Now the only other section to the song is a bridge, and it's really easy. You just stay on the E9 and you play it for 8 bars in the same fashion as before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Do that for 8 bars, and that's the bridge. The whole format of the song is you've got the intro, you've got verses 1 and 2, bridge, and then verses 3 and 4, and then it fades out on the bridge. And that is the entire song. Well, let's talk about sound. So I'm using my Telecaster. I think any single coil guitar will be fine for this sort of thing. I'm using the middle position, so it's basically neck and bridge together. I think you could also get away with probably using any selection really, probably even the neck would be fine. As long as you've got a nice kind of trebly guitar sound, so nice and cutting, nice and bright, I think you'll get really close to the sound. I tend not to use the bridge because it can be a little bit too harsh, especially when you go into the I find it a little bit much. So again, yeah, so either the middle position or the neck position I find gets you closer to that sound. Other than that, I'm using my Helix as usual, but like I say, any kind of nice fairly clean guitar sound. I think it could be slightly breaking up if you want. There's a slight edge on the sound I've got today, but mainly clean, nice bright guitar amp sound, splash of reverb, and you're pretty much there really. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you for another one in the near future.